Well, hi, friends. It is Friday night, and it's the third day for the 12 days of Christmas. So, hi, Tracy. How you doing, lady? Hope you're doing good. I went to bed late and got up early, and I'm dragging. Definitely feeling it. But I did remember to wear some red. I wore green last night. Today I wore red. Got to wear red. So, I'm pretty excited because I did get the stamp set. I got that the other day, the 12 Days of Crafting Advent Calendar stamp set. And I got my box. And I wanted to show you what my favorite things were. Out of the 13 items that you get the stamp set, and then you get 12 other items that you open. I'm going to show you. So I'm going to flip this around. Hopefully that is up well. Let's move those over. Nice little box, right? Nice little box. So we have all these things. You've seen all the things, all the things. Got the dies that coordinate with your stamp set. So you got the dies. Hi, Cindy. Don't look if you don't want to see. Let's see. 1, 2 was the paper. One-sided paper. It's pretty floral paper. It's pretty. It is pretty. I can't deny that. It is pretty. And none of this stuff will you find in an online listing or in the catalog. So got that. This is a pretty box. I really like this idea. 2, 3, these embellishments. Put a glue dot down. You can stick that on there, some glue. Purdy. 3. I'm just going quick because you guys have seen this stuff. These are tags. So those are nice with the gold on them. They're nice. Got a whole bag of those. So that was nice. 5. Okay, this is one of my favorites. You got a different tool. We don't have this nice little brush with stencils, which I love stencils, y'all. You know I like stencils. So that's cool. Like that. That's one of my faves right there. Pretty excited. They gave us a tool. And then 6 is right here, and it has the stickers. You get 2 sheets of these cute little spring flowers, strawberries, cupcakes, rainbow, bows, and cherries. 6, then 7 is over here. And this gives you more dies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dies. 5 more dies. 8. Got some twine, 2 different colors. I don't know if that's Secret Sea, Night of Navy is a blue and a pink. 8. 9 was like some 3x4, like Memories and More, 2-sided papers. And then some ephemera punch outs. Very nice. 9. 10 was like shaker goodies. Those are really pretty. They got all kinds of different pink type things in there. Very pretty. 10. My favorite, another favorite, glitter glue. Oh my gosh, glitter glue. Love glitter glue. Awesome. That was a good thing stamping up. Very good. And 12. And this is like die cut circles, and this cardstock is embossed. I don't know if you can see that, but that is embossed flowers. Maybe get 2 of each one. And then, no, 3 of each one. 3 and 3. 3 flowers. And then these. Very nice. Wrong. So 5 and 11 were my favorites. Everything is nice. I like everything, but those are like my wows. So there's the box. So glad I finally got it. I was antsy. Antsy. So I wanted to share. I took part in a group from Alaska with card shares, and this was last month's. We had to do a Z fold, and it had to be masculine. So this one was from Cynthia Walker. Love this set. Still have some of this paper. I think I still have this embossing folder. That's very nice. This came from Lillian Person. Z fold like that. But very pretty. Alaska, very Alaska themed. This came from Jeannie Rainey. This is using that Aurora paper, and she heat embossed that. Very pretty. Like that. And I just got this today, the last one. This was mailed over a month ago, like 5 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago. The turtley. Cute. I love the paper. And then this came from Shelly, who organizes the swaps, Shelly Jo Ward. Very Alaskan card. Cool, huh? So I thought I'd share them now that I got all of them. There were 6 of us in that group. Now, the first day we did this card, okay, and I was all fuddled up on it, but it turned out. And then last night we did this card, okay, and I showed you how to do the fold. Tonight, we are going to do heat embossing and make this card. That's my note. Okay. Isn't that pretty? I'm using the Jolly Holly bundle stamp set and dies. And this comes with the embossing folder, the Holly embossing folder. So it's got this die goes inside this folder, and it can emboss and die cut it. And it's got 2 sentiment type dies. This die cuts the word joy, and you've got 4 other images. So very nice. I'm not using any of that right now. I used, to make this beautiful paper. This has got to be my favorite paper, okay? But I used the Storybook frame dies to get this die. So I had to die cut it twice. I die cut in gold, and then I die cut in white so I could have this white piece, okay? So you have, oops, I made extras of these, but I'm going to show you how to heat emboss. So you need a piece that was 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I gave you all real red. Then I gave you a piece that is 5 1/4 by 8 1/2, scored at 1 3/4 and 5 3/4. Goes like that. I think like that. More like this. I decided I want it like that. Then you've got a piece of DSP that is 1 1/2 by 5. And then another one that is 2 1/2 by 5. Sorry. Thought I had that on silence. So, anyway, isn't that paper just gorgeous? I don't know if that goes that way. That way. That's how that goes. So, oh, just like that. Amazing. So, I gave you some vellum because I couldn't stamp the images. So I got my heat embossing stuff out. I'm going to do that first. Let me see. Oh, no. I wasn't going to wait. Not that I'm going to make anything with them just yet, per se. I want to, but I'm in Christmas mode, you know? I'm in Christmas mode. But I wanted to see what we were going to get. So I'm just putting stuff all over this vellum. And did you see that we're getting vellum back? Oh my gosh. That was pretty cool. We're getting vellum back. So if you're a demonstrator, you saw yesterday, or was it the day before? I've lost track. That they've got vellum again. So I'm using the bells, but of course you use whatever you want to use. Got my bells on there. I need some Versamark. The cards I got from the Alaska people, for the most part, I thought were very Alaska. 1 and 2. There's that. We are done with that. I need to clean this off with my chamois. You always want to clean your stamps as soon as you stamp with them. Okay, so there's that. Now I need a piece of white scrap. White scrap paper. Yes, I have a dish for it, but I'm lazy. It's just easier for me to use a piece of white paper. And I've got my gold. This is the old gold. It lasts a long time. When you get the powder, it lasts a long time. Let's see, I mean, try and go over the corner again. Look, that looks good. Put that aside. Now that will wipe right off. If you wipe against it, that powder will come right off. I believe I've got a card in my card buffet that will have heat embossing if people choose to do that. And then we need our heat tool. Now this can melt vellum, so hopefully I'm going to put this down to get it heated up first. But you don't want to stay in one spot too long with the vellum so that you don't melt it. So we're going to try this. See, that's going fast. See? Look how fast that goes. Woo! Look at that. Okay. That was fast. I don't want to die cut it yet. It needs to cool down. This is definitely a gold card. Gold card. Okay, so I'm putting Merry Christmas. This set has 2 fonts for a lot of what they have. So I've got, I think I put Merry Christmas, so I think I'm going to do Happy Christmas. Happy, and Christmas. We're going to do a Happy Christmas this time. And I need black ink. Memento. I had all my inks because I made all my kits for the card buffet. So my stamp sets were in their boxes in the ink. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I need the ink for tonight and tomorrow and whatever. So here I'm going through all these. I have 13 boxes trying to figure out where everything is. Okay, I want that down more like the middle. Put that, line that up. Happy. And then clean. Happy, and then Christmas. And let's see if we can line that up. Christmas. Okay. Now, of course, you could stamp on this if you wanted to. You could totally do that instead of doing all the heat embossing, all that kind of stuff. I'm going to put these back. Now, what I did was I think I used Terran tape to adhere this because you're not going to see this too much. I'll cover that up so I don't get my fat fingers in it. You don't really see, you see a little bit of Terran tape right there, but you can hide it. You can hide it so that you don't see it. I want to get that line back up again. Yeah, I wanted something a little bit fancier. For this card because the paper is just so fancy. Oh my gosh, it's fancy. There's that. And there's that. And I think I'll put one on the top. There. I think that is good. We got our nice paper. Okay. Now we are gonna, ooh, I see some that's not melted. Hold the phone. That top of the bow is not melted. So I am going to get this. There you go. There. Okay. Hot. We want, I think I'm going to take cherry cobbler, and I wanted something really light. I'm not sure which I want. If I want light lagoon or light, because that is kind of pool party in there. But you know what? I have no idea. I didn't pull those out. I forgot. And I have no idea where that is. That's too dark. That is too dark. I think I'm going to have to go with the light blue. Light blue, or because I was trying to pull out the pool party in this, right? But maybe I just won't put any on. How about that? This is red, so I'm probably only going to do this. Let's just do the red. Oh, geez Louise. You're supposed to color on this side, Donna. Color on the back side of the vellum. And I'll put a little red right here. And then here. As long as you can stay in the lines, you're doing good. And I got the PDFs done. Not PDFs. I got, my printed directions. I got those all done. My tutorials are done. So now I can send those to everybody. How does that look? Because I know when I did it before, I couldn't really tell. So that's what I'm going with. Is I couldn't really tell. So we'll put those over there. Move that. Bring our die cutting machine over. How are you guys doing? Are you doing, anybody doing heat embossing from your kits, or are you just watching? You're going to do your kits after, which is probably a smart thing. Okay. So I'm going to die cut these, but I embossed two just in case we had issues. See, I have extras now. So there's that. Need my dies. So I probably spent way too much on my order. Spent way too much. Where's my tape? Oh, there's some on there. I think that's probably still good. That's probably still. Oh, no, that isn't very sticky. Not very sticky. We need some sticky stuff. I always wait to put in my. Now I wait till after the first of the month to see what's happening, what sales are coming up. And it's like, I sent my order and I'm like, oh, the kits are going on sale. Missed it. So I was a little disappointed that I missed that, but that's how it goes. I'll probably order a few kits, do a small order. And I was pretty excited that my friend Nancy signed up under me. I know she wanted to get a nice little embossing die cutting machine, and this one is such a good price. So she got that. Generally, I always tell people if you're going to color something, you should die cut it first and then color it, because if you mess up, and I didn't do that because I was just waiting for it to cool. That's what I was waiting for it to cool. You do yours after. Well, yeah, from my first night, yeah, that's definitely a good thing because I just messed up. Oh my gosh. Oh, hold the phone. Lost my die. Wednesday night, I had my grandkids, so I had them in the background being goofy, and I was getting distracted. So that was my issue. I was getting distracted. And so I'm doing the end of the month, I'm doing a mystery craft box. And it is $45 if you're porch pickup. If you're not, then I can mail it to you, and that'll be an additional charge. But it includes $25 of current Stampin' Up! Stuff. That could be paper, it can be envelopes, it could be embellishments, ribbon. It won't be a stamp set, but it will be all the other fun things. So, and it'll be stuff, and I'll also send you 6 cards. You'll get 6 cards that we'll make on the 28th. And then you'll have all your product. Okay. So, this like this, or this like this. The other time I did it the other way. So I think I'm going to do it different because it doesn't matter. It does not matter. You can do it any way you want. Yeah, I started watching Maria's video the other night. I think that was Wednesday night, was it? Cute little recipe holder. And I obviously must have been doing 2 things at one time because I missed some key points, but I still was pleased with how it turned out. It still looked cute. It did, if you'd never seen what hers looked like, it still looked cute, but I knew it wasn't right. So I want to make another one because I would like to make those for recipes for Christmas cookie exchange. Oh, Kroger's has chocolate chip cookies. If you have the app, $3.99 a bag, as opposed to $5.99 a bag. You save like $2. So, oh my gosh. Inside, we got a stamp. Let's see. Wishing you and yours the best. May the spirit of the season bring you hope. Have a holly jolly. No. If I had day, that would be great. But I don't see day. Or bright and happy Christmas wishes. I think I'm going to do bright and happy Christmas wishes. How about that? Do, 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 do. Okay. There's that. I think I just inked this. Oof. I gotta get this straight. Not bad. Not bad. I'll take it. I will take it. Don't you love it when you're stamping and you don't realize you got your finger in the ink, and then you realize it after you've touched your card again and have a smudge of ink? Isn't that just so great? Just so great. Now let's see. I think I am going to put this leaf in, and guess what? I'm going to color it. Hi, Deborah. You don't have Kroger's up there? Oh my gosh. I'm trying to remember if they have Kroger's up in Alaska. I don't think they do. I know they have Fred Meyer and they have Cars. Trying to think what else, what other major ones they have. Safeway. I think they have Safeway up there. I was just talking to a friend who's up there. Lives up in Delta Junction, which is hours from Fairbanks, which is the center of the state. And we're going to do some shaded spruce and cherry cobbler. And she said that they had an IGA and this isn't the right thing. I don't want this. Wrong color, wrong color. Where did my other ones go? Well, I guess I'm going to have to I'll use Mossy Meadow. That is what we will have to do. Their IGA, the roof caved in. And so then that was local. So then they had to like drive into Fairbanks, which was several hours away, to go grocery shopping. Now they have that opened, and then they got I can't remember what it's called. It's not something from around here. But it's like a small Costco. She said it's similar to Costco. But that's what it's like when you live remote, because she lives out. She doesn't have close neighbors. The mountains are her background out of her window. And she likes it that way. She likes being out. They were stationed there, military, and they ended up staying. But yeah, because Delta Junction, yeah, it's probably closer to Tok, which is the first place you would first town you would really come into when you cross from Canada to Alaska on the Alcan. And she's closest to Tok. Okay, so there's that. And I think I'm going to take the light cherry cobbler, Meyer Giant Eagle. What is that? Heinz? I've never heard of that one. I've heard of Eagle, heard of that. I think, what did she say? It was like Big Bear or something like that up there. They definitely have the chains that the West Coast has. So there is that. Like this. We'll put this on here. Okay. There's that. I think I'm going to go like that with that. And I want that to go up on dimensionals, and I want this to go over this. So I'm going to put some adhesive over this so I can get some ribbon to stick on it. So I think we're just going to do this. Wait a minute, I think I'm going the wrong way. Yes, I am. I need to be doing this way because this has more space. No, this way. I'm going to do that. That'll work. Okay, now dimensionals out of my drawer. Got those. Doing this card buffet, it's like, oh my gosh, I do not have enough Christmas stamps. I still don't know. I mean, I think that the gingerbread set is cute, but I'm not sure if I would use it over and over again. I really like this set. I've used this a lot. So for my card buffet, I am using some retired stuff because I just don't have enough. And this has got to hang over just a little bit. Is that straight? I think so. Nope, you're crooked. You're crooked. Move it over just a little bit. Okay. There's that. And then our colored bells. Those are just, I really like those. Really like those. I'm going to use a glue dot. That's what I'm going to use. Glue dot. Like that. And like that. Like that. And then embellishments, you know, we've got to have some embellishments here. Not sure if I want the red, the green, or the gold. I don't want to use that one. The green looks good. I don't know. What do you think? Red, green, or gold? Yeah, it's like, I mean, it looks really cute, but I have so much cute stuff that I don't know that I want to get it. I don't know. But Cindy's going to let me borrow it, right, Cindy? What do we do? Something, oh, that's okay. I need to trim that. That is sticking out too much. So we will trim that. There we go. That is good. So what do we think? Gold. Deborah's saying gold. Let us see. Oops. And one of the little ones. I like that. I like how that looks. And I like how, I mean, this is just kind of fancied it up. I like it better than just a simple rectangle sentiment. There's a little extra work, but I like it. I like it very much. So nice and simple. Really not too hard. So hopefully you ladies will make the card and then share it in the post that I'll be putting out. Because I'd like to see what you do, what stamp sets you use, all that kind of good stuff. And let's see, the joining special's going on. Next Monday is up to 30% off kits. Yeah. And I'm excited that I got one new person signed up under me. So that was wonderful. My friend Nancy signed up. And yeah, so have fun crafting with people. I love that. That's the best part about this whole thing. I love saving money on my crafting, but I like crafting with friends. So I will see some of you tomorrow. And I hope you all have a good rest of your Friday night. Be safe out there. Have a good one. Thanks.